Good evening and welcome to Clonmel Greyhound Stadium, where the semi-finals of the Connolly's Red Mills Open Unraced Stake is being held. What do you think of the new stadium here in Clonmel?
Very good, great. They had some colours to do with it, I have to admit that.
1.5 million, I believe it cost.
It took some men to take it on.
Have you backed any winners?
Yeah, back the last winner there. I killed the airman, trains the dog.
Any other tips for me tonight?
The last race there, well, he'll probably be favourite. That race tonight. Yeah, the top one there. Ashford Castle, is it?
Who do you reckon's going to win the semi-finals of the Connolly's Red Mills races?
I'd say +5 in the 9th race. We'll have a good chance.
Why do you pick him?
Based on his form and time, very fast away. So I'll have a good chance, I'd say, win that first semi-final.
And what about the last race?
I go for Heart of Pole Strap 1. And Farmer has a very good chance and strong on the rails, so I'd say it should be thereabouts.
So I'm looking for some tips in the last 2 races. Can you give me any advice?
Frazer Black's dog. Frazer Black's dog in the semi-final.
And why do you pick him?
He's a good thing. He's a good pup.
I'm here with Charlie from Kerry, who has a runner in the second last.
Yeah, we have a runner in the Red Mill semi-final. It's a great stake. It's always a great stake for unraced puppies. And it's the first dog we've ever had. The 4 of us joined up in the Syndicate. The card play. We play cards on a Sunday night down in hotel in Castle Island. And we joined up and we have this dog, Island Flyer. He's qualified a couple of second twice and the third. So look, we're hopeful.
So you'll be hoping to be back next week for the final?
Well, if we can get into over this one tonight, we're staying up here next week for the course and so. It's a great stake. Red Mills. It's great prize money. 16,000 to sponsor the stake. And,
wow.
The Derby winner 2 years ago came out with this stake, and it's a great stake.
Well, very best of luck.
Thank you.
Pascal, you have 3 runners in the semi-finals tonight. Are you hoping that they're all going to qualify for next week?
Well, the first thing is that my partners and I have 3 runners. I've got 4 English owners: Martin Wakefield, Julie, Justin and Lawrence Blunt. So we all own them together. So I'm the lucky man to be here and they're in England looking in. So hopefully they'll be here next week as they get through. With pups, you never know. I mean, we're going in with a strong hand. We could be going home with our tail between our legs.
What do you think of the new facility here in Clonmel?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, these guys deserve it. They're a very hard-working committee. They've been trying to plan this for 14 years. I remember I had stand-up rows with them in various places 14 years ago. And, I was always for a place in Clonmel. Clonmel's a home of racing. But for between one thing and another, it didn't get there. So I think this is delightful. I think this is the right size. And we'll keep the thing going forever because they're very, very good local owners. The food was fantastic. It was very basic, but it was absolutely superb. And the wine wasn't bad either.
And any updates on Wimbledon?
Yeah, Wimbledon's good. I mean, we're just in the process of putting together a final plan for Wimbledon, which will incorporate an enhancement of the sporting activities. I was over there with the WWW a couple of weeks ago and I met some very interesting people, English people, one of them who ran the stock car racing, and he was a brilliant guy and we had a very good discussion. The other 2 guys ran the squash club. So as part of our enhanced sporting activities, we're going to put 7 new squash courts, new gym, new medical centre, new dance place. Did you do dancing? Because seemingly over there dancing is very popular. And we're going to put on us over there, it's great, so we've gone from 10 to 1 against to 3 to 1 against. So I think we'll be in with a very good. Yeah, yes, I'm very, 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 very positive. It'll take a very good consortium to beat us. And are they there? Probably are. If they're not, well then we'll beat them hands down.
In trap 1 we have Island Flyer, Black Son of Westmead Horse and Streon, Swift. In June 11, Wells was won by the car player Lad Syndicate from Castle Island. Trap 2 is a non-runner. In trap 3 we have the Graham Holland trained Ballyhill Bird. The Black Door of Right Impact of Ballyhill Beauty. She is owned by Ian McGuinness and Mrs. N. McGuinness, Surrey. In trap 4 we have Shane Bright Gina, owned by Mrs. Colette Kylie from Clonmel. The weight back daughter of Crash, Shane Maria. She's won one of her 3 races to date. In trap 5, we have Miss Mary McNamara and Christy Smith. Black and white colour hoisting off the Christy Diamond. The April 11 well is improving in every race. In trap 6, we have the Frazer Black train plus 5. The black son of Fred Lee and Cairo Novita is owned by the Diamonds of Forever Syndicate. And bidding for his 3rd win for 4 races tonight.
Congratulations, Timmy. The bitch showed tremendous early pace.
Yeah, she broke well out of the tree and she showed good early down to mid.
She's been a fantastic servant to you. She's won 3 out of her 4 starts.
Yeah, she's broken well out of her 4 starts and she's shown good early down to mid.
And I believe that she's also after winning the €500 bonus.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's another bitch in the race and she didn't qualify, so it's good.
So you're back for the final here next weekend?
Yeah. Hopefully she'll run well.
The Black train, Ashford Castle, the black son of Blackstone Jean and Droopy's Laramie. He's unbeaten for 3 starts and is owned by the Diamonds of Forever Syndicate.
Did you get Paschal?
Yeah.
In trap 2, we have the Pat Dolphin, owned Dulcie Castle, the black son of College Causeway and Dark Sienna. He's won 2 of his 3 starts to date. A very strong finisher indeed, this fellow. In trap 3, we have the second of Frazer Black's runners, Senior Cup, also owned by Dagg Forever Syndicate. The black son of Ed Brown and Jazz Legend has won 2 of his 3 starts. In trap 4, we have the Tom O'Neill trained Glennon Dancer, Brindle son of Kinloch Bray and Marbeck Stair, set this event alight in the first 2 rounds, one scoring at 28.48 to 28.49. He's owned by the Regal Dog Syndicate. Trap 5 is the Sean Dunphy, owned by the Joker, the white and black son of Headbound. And Bombastic Dave has won 2 of his 3 starts. And finally in trap 6 we have the Ronnie McEwen train, Screen Critic, black son of Jim Joseph, and Russell Brown Joanne. The duo is in the lineup and he's still looking for his first win.
this dog, Ashford Castle, showed great pace coming from behind.
Yeah, running very well. It's just nearly a replica of last week's too. He's catching the dogs now at the right time, you know, and he's clever. He's just keeping out of trouble and running on, but he's, as I say, we give him running for this competition for experience, but he's, to me he's more of a 550-yard dog, you know, so very happy. He can do no more than what he's doing.
And for the final next week, I believe that you'll have all Syndicate members over to watch him.
Similarly, that'll be some night for them. But no, they're a great bunch of lads and that, and they've been great supporters. So to Greyhound Racing in Ireland, they've supported it through the years. So it's nice to see them getting rewarded for it, isn't it?
Phil, are you enjoying your evening here in the new stadium?
Absolutely. Isn't it great to be here? The new facility. The people at Clonmel deserved it. They've got it now. I hope the local people support it here. I'm certainly delighted for the board here in Clonmel, and I think the IGB made a good decision to invest here. So yeah, I'm delighted with it.
And the final, who do you think is going to be the winner in that?
Well, we've just seen the two semi-finals, and I suppose you'd like a little bit of time maybe to have another look at the draw and at the two races again. But we'll stay with Ashford Castle.
First one up, trap 1 is Christie's Bold.
Right. Try another one.
And trap 2,
Ballyhill Bell.
Ballyhill Burl.
Trap 3, Glenanor Dancer.
Glenanor Dancer in trap 3. So Wide Seed Screen Critic. So we'll leave that. Plus 5 will be trap 5. And Ashford Castle in trap 4. So the trap throw is in trap 1 Christie's Bold, trap 2 Ballyhill Burl, trap 3 Glenanor Dancer, trap 4 Ashford Castle, trap 5 plus 5, and trap 6 Screen Critic.
Eddie, this is my first night here at the Clonmel Racecourse, and it's a fantastic new facility.
Yeah, you picked a good night to come. This is the first night the new stand is opened, and we got a great response from the public. We're looking forward now to Coursing Week, which starts next Friday. And of course, the highlight of the whole festival, the 4 nights, is the final of the Red Mills Open Unraced Stake. It's been a fantastic competition. The trap draw is kind of throwing the cat among the pigeons, so to speak, and it looks wide open now. You know, Ballyhill Burl representing Graham Holland, she came out like a rocket tonight. She could make the big guns run, but Frazer Black still has a strong hand, and Ashford Castle is unbeaten, and it'll take a good one to lower his colours.
And do you have many finals next weekend?
We have about 15 finals over the 4 nights. There'll be 6 or 7 on the Sunday night, which is the big night, and that's the night the Red Mills is on. But we also have the final of the Broadway Pet Foods Open Bitch Stake, the Charity Jack Memorial Open 790, the Shoeview Kennels A2525. They're just some of the big ones that we have got in the Sport and Press A1550. They're just some of the big ones that we have on the Sunday night. But we have a variety of stakes over all distances on the Saturday night and on the Monday night. So it's fantastic nights racing. There should be a big crowd around, you know.
So it's going to be a busy weekend for you?
Well, it'll be a busy weekend, but we have the facility now, and we can put people in here on a night like this when it's raining, and, you know, it's better than what we had before. And it's absolutely massive step for the people in Clonmel and the surrounding areas to at least have a facility that they can come and enjoy every night.